hype, everyone. So, hello everyone, it's time for solo leveling, right? This is by far the most hyped, popular anime, split anime this season, right? And I'm excited, right? I like shonen anime, you know, whatever, Macadamia, One Piece, Dragon Ball, you get it right. And Isekais, the Aqua shirt, right? And this isn't an Isekai per se, because I did an opening reaction trailer, like last year, I guess, yeah, it's January now. And people were, oh, it's not Isekai, but it's like a world coming to Earth or whatever. So, I don't want to call it really right, but, you know, he's from Earth, the main character, but then something happens, now we have magic at Earth, so it's that kind of story, I suppose. But anyway, I heard this is basically the greatest manga of all time. I have also, of course, reacted review to Tower of God and also High School. What's called God of High School. That's what it's called. Yeah, Tower of God and God of High School. Yeah, in the earlier years. So links below for that. But now then, will this anime live up to its hype? I am, of course, again a pure anime on the right. So subscribe for the video, guys. And after this, we're gonna watch Blue Exorcist. Dear whoever, I read the whole manga. Yeah. Blue Exorcist is like this old school anime that got cancelled, right? It wasn't renewed like 6, 7, 10, I don't know, 10 years ago. And I read the manga then because, you know, so now we're back at season 3 actually of Blue Exorcist, which is like in the middle of the story, I guess. But I'm gonna watch. I'm excited. But anyway, let's first watch the new popular anime for all season, right? Solo leveling. So 3, 2, 1, and go. And this anime, it is risky. I have said it before. I know a lot of people have problem with solo leveling. When there was a manhwa and so on. And I know manhwas are like harsher than manga. So I'm just saying here, guys. But immediately here we see them like experimenting on some kind of like laboratory. This might open up some gates to some more dimensions or whatnot, right? But I will say it here, guys. I might take this video down, like personally, right? I mean, I really mean it because, like I said, so many people had problem with this manhwa in the past, right? And I have seen a lot of people over the years, right, when it comes to manhwas. For whatever reason, manhwas are way harsher than manga and animes. And animes based on manhwas, then of course, are a little bit of, you know, I don't know what, it's like a little bit in the copyright, so to speak. Of course, from a typical law standpoint, fair use, of course, applies, but, you know, the company doesn't care about that, right? So I'm guessing, oh, there's some kind of woman here, and yeah, she got some powers, of course. So nice, yeah, some cool badass lady up here, so does like a flip over them. And takes the, I guess she took the wallet bag, I guess. Yeah, exactly, she took the wallet, the handbag, whatever. I like that she didn't like actually capture them. She's like, she's got the lady's bag back. Yeah, he just gave her the handbag. those guys, this accident, it was like an accident. It was like, yeah, whatever, they got the crooks got That was a pure accident. Yeah, she was like, oh, sorry, I'm the hero. Yes, it's just, but yeah, she clearly got some powers, right? Or it's like super acrobatic. Gave me like a Spider-Man vibe, seriously. Maybe because a Spider-Man behind me, but still, no, she gave me like a Spider-Man vibe because the way she kind of flipped over him, that's like typical Spider-Man moves, right? Very acrobatic. And then she jumped up on the ceiling and the roof and started running on the ceiling. So it's like, yeah, that's she gave me a little bit of a wall climber, like super athlete, agile character. But here we go. Now they're in a dungeon here. This is clearly the main character, I guess, and he's gonna become OP, right? I know the premise is that the weakest here hunter or something, the weakest adventurer, right? And then he's gonna, of course, find some power up, some sort. Okay, not having any luck here, I guess. Now she's pissed off, man. This feels like, oh, I'm sorry, but I was like, this feels like the most like, I don't know, straightforward, relatable anime character for anime, you know, for anime fans. It's like Subimasu, yeah, like it's like he's trying to be nice and he's like, you're an idiot. No, I'm sorry. It's like the apologetic introvert character. No, but I'm just guessing, right, that yes, he's some hero or adventurer. He's pretty weak currently, of course, and he's gonna become OP, right? That's what I think. Yeah, I mean, from what I heard, right? Again, I'm anime only, but from comments last year and so on, that this is one of these like OP Isekai is kind of like, you know, not. I know again. I know it's not Isekai, but get my point. It's like a Rimaru feel to it, right? He's gonna become the strongest hero, Arifurato or whatever. He's gonna become the strongest adventurer Driss or whatever, right? Something like that. That seems to be kind of the general, how to say it, team, right? Like he's this like, it's an OP storyline. But anyway, now it's like the guy's like, yeah, here's the issues. There are dragons and monsters and whatnot, right? Dungeon and dragons, yeah, basically. It's like, we gotta go into a dungeon, and in the dungeon there are dragons and demons, so it could be cool if you guys could take care of that. But I guess the premise is that these dungeons appear on Earth then, like in modern time. Yeah, I guess so, right? That's kind of like the end thing would happen, right? Like, we're on Earth, 2024 or whatnot, but suddenly we have like magical dungeons, and if you enter them, they actually have like demons or whatever, right? But you also get magical powers. And because this could be like a medieval dungeon, right? Yeah, this could be like a medieval dungeon from, I don't know, 14th century, right? But yeah, this dungeon instead is... This I've seen though, yeah, I think the statue will come alive. This I've seen in the trailer because it has like a weird smile. I've seen the first trailer, right? I think that statue is somehow gonna be a demon or a golem or something, because they looked a lot like that smiling monster in the trailer, but the trailer didn't show this in, so... I think that giant statue will be like a boss or something. But why not? Yeah, I mean, typical role-playing game, right? So I'm guessing this anime is heavily based on, you know, the general concept of role-playing games, right? Like, again, the obviously called solo leveling, so they have levels, right? And entering a dungeon and so on. It's very, you know, JRPG or whatever, role-playing game, yeah. See? Exactly. This statue then would be a boss, right? Yeah, this statue's alive, right? The statue is definitely alive. Yeah, it's gonna be like, whoa. And the statue is it's a boss, right? Yeah. I know someone closed the door here, but the statue is that doing that eye thing, right? It's like, yeah, the eyes are moving on the statue. Come on. Yeah. So now the statues probably will start fighting them. Here we go. So the feet move a bit there. Exactly. Now, yeah, now it lifts now it's lifting his axe, right? Yeah, exactly. Lifting his axe now. So, kind of obvious that, of course, these statues were actually bosses or whatever. Yeah, now they're like, uh-oh. Maybe we shouldn't have walked in there. Maybe the main character is the only one that can survive this. That's how he became the strongest, because... It definitely feels like the other character we get get toast here. And the blonde woman we saw earlier, she's probably... I mean, I think she's gonna be the main... I'm just gonna guess that the blonde woman we saw earlier is the actual like main female character, right? Not the brunette with him now, she probably will, you know. She's probably gonna get it now, right? And I think that the blonde chick is probably the actual like... later character. Yeah, this is what I see in the trailer, I feel. Like this statue is the... Exactly, he's like the main baddie, the first boss in the game. So there we go. I just waited. Come on, I was waiting for that so long. I was waiting for those eyes to like. Yeah, I was waiting for the evil statue eyes to like stare at me. I was like, come on, that statue is definitely alive. Right? I was just waiting for that statue to be like, come on. He's some kind of golem or whatever, like something like that. I was waiting for that for like 5 minutes. Jesus Christ. That statue definitely will stare at him, but okay, he's like a backstory now. They've been adventuring, it's a role-playing game, yeah, they've been leveling up, right? But I guess he's gonna be the only survivor. It's called solo leveling, he's gonna be the top one that gets out of it. Oh, sorry. I guess so. Oh, so he's kind of useless right now, yeah. Like the other ones are fighting some, I don't know, orcs or that's like a weird man or something. Yeah, like a weird, some kind of weird something, weird wolf. That's a goblin clearly. Yeah, but the statue is exactly now it goes. It's some kind of ray or something. Huh. I wonder how he's gonna survive though, because it doesn't feel like he has any chance here. If he's the weakest party member too. Yeah, he's like the weakest party member. And if these stronger, higher level people he's with, they are getting, they can't defeat the boss, right? How is he gonna defeat the boss? Yeah, I mean, the other ones he's like, oh, we're screwed, right? Yeah, these other guys can't do anything, and I'm like the weakest one, like what I do. So it definitely has that storyline, like I said earlier, of the weak main character becoming the strong, like becoming super OP, right? It certainly has that traveling. I'm definitely gonna lose here. What? And they play an ending or something? I love it. There's a bit of the episode. He's like, oh, I'm screwed. And then he plays the ending. Uh-oh, we're gonna win this fight. Yeah, and then it ends. That's over. The episode only 8 minutes long? What? But still though, that was good, but what? It's only 8 episodes? Man, no, I'm disappointed, genuinely. Yeah. I didn't think about it. Yeah, it's half an episode. I did not know that. Okay. It's like, yeah, that's very short, and that's not even including. But okay, sorry, I didn't check this out. I'm surprised by that, because usually it says short form if you look at. Like, did I watch the right thing? You know, because there was an earthquake here before. Okay. I'm seriously, I watched an earthquake, so it was like broadcasting issues, so I have to wait a little bit to watch the episode. But let me just look at like the file size or something. I can look at like the, I can look at this thing here, because I'm genuinely surprised now that it was like, wow, that feels really strange. I did not know it was gonna be half an episode, or it was less than half. Wow, I did not know that whatsoever. Seriously, very disappointing. I mean, that was good. That was good. Don't get me wrong. The actual content was good, right? But it's only like, yeah, you get my point. It's only half an episode. I'm just gonna check another site here. Sorry, like I said, there was an earthquake before, so the broadcast and the TV show it didn't work. So maybe that's why. But I doubt it. I don't think I missed anything. Like, I genuinely feel confused about this thing. But like I said, it's. Here's another site. So it's 8 minutes, yeah. Okay, now it's only 8 minutes, so I had to just verify that. Yeah, but like I said, right, it was very briefly there. It was an earthquake, and I watched anime on, Japanese broadcasting, right? But that didn't work because the broadcasting that I was supposed to watch the TV on, like the episode, right? They had earthquakes, warnings, and so on. So they didn't air it. So that's why I was a little later. Then I was supposed to make this video actually like half an hour ago, but I couldn't because of the earthquake, right? But I digress. Okay, so it's only 10 minutes, but actually it was less than 10 minutes, right? So usually they have what's called like short form or like half form or whatever, which is like half the episode. But this was even less than that. I think it ended like at 8 minutes, right? Something like that. So very disappointing. What can I say? I'm not going to dwell on it too much, but I'm surprised. It's like the most hyped anime by far. I'm very surprised that it's only 8 minutes, like genuinely. I have no idea about that, and I started laughing like, oh yeah, that's that. There we go. Now it's like, and I was like, wait, that's how. Yeah, but then also then I realized, wait, it's so short. It's only 8 minutes. Like, what? This video is gonna be 10 times longer now. No, but like it's that was very strange. But honestly, genuinely, not a very good episode 1 in that sense. Then what we got, of course, was good, right? But this compared to other animes, like before I watched today, later before that, I watched Wedding Rings, like an Isekai Lord of the Rings kind of parody in a way. That was much better, genuinely, right? Honestly, because yes, of course, this might be a better anime in total, but that's said to it. There was like it's an Isekai. The first 10 minutes is basically setting up the characters, right? Setting up he's the main character, he's the main female character, so on. And then the second 10 minutes is like, okay, now we're at the Isekai world, right? And that was a much better episode, honestly, because, typical Isekai episode 1, right? Sets up, again, yeah, the premise and the characterization is done in one episode. This, of course, is very lackluster now, seriously. But anyway, let's review, of course, what we have then. What's kind of strange. Yeah, this is set up that the main character, of course, is the weakest hero, and that's kind of what I had, what I heard before too, right? That this is a typical storyline where the main character goes from being level 1 or weak or whatever, has bad powers, and then for somehow reason he becomes the strongest hero ever, right? It's OP, it's like I mentioned earlier, it's the Rimuru thing, or it's the Arafrat thing, whatever, right? Probably more similar to Arfurat, if anything. You know, he wasn't like bullied, but he's the weakest guy. That we respect him. He's like the weak rogue guy, whatever. He's like hiding in the corner, right? You know, and then eventually he becomes the strongest hero ever, right? So we're gonna have the kind of the journey, of course, and I guess he's gonna do it solo too, right? Because now he's in a Jewish party, and I guess he's gonna be the only survivor, right? Or maybe they kick him out something afterwards. But yeah, I have no idea how he's gonna survive though. Like I said during the reaction part, he is clearly the weakest. He was hiding during the like goblin fight or whatever, right? And, you know, his friends, or party members at least, right, whatever we call them, they saved him from the goblins, basically. So how is he gonna win this if he can't even, like, you know, fight a goblin? And these guys can't fight the golems or whatever you are. So I'm really interested in this episode, because I guess episode 2 then we'll have to dwell on how he survives. So either he's gonna get a power-up, some sort, right? But how would he get the power-up? Is by going into losing. So I'm just gonna guess here. Obviously, I'm gonna guess that he's like gonna pact somehow, right? Maybe this golem guy is like, oh, you wanna survive? I can give you this thing, but then you have to have your soul or something. Yeah, I feel it's gonna be some kind of, you know, pact with the kind of a typical sell your soul kind of pact, maybe, or, you know, something similar. But that would be my guess, honestly, next episode, because I can't see how he's gonna, again, just like figure out how to beat the bosses by himself. It seems really strange. And I definitely wouldn't be a big fan of his just suddenly power-ups. If he's just like, well, actually, I can level into a ninja and get these skills or something, and he just wins, like, that'd be silly. So, I think he's gonna have to do some kind of weird, you know, like, yeah, I guess, something like that, probably. Otherwise, it looked good in the beginning, when the lady did his, like, yeah, Spider-Man flipping attacks. That was really well animated, that looked great. And then, how can I say it? I mean, I'm not against the whole leveling things, right? But it feels like these things very much based on video games, very much so, right? You're basically playing like, I don't know, World of Warcraft, something similar, right? Going to dungeons, of course, leveling up, getting loot or whatnot, right? It feels very, very video gamey. And of course, in Korea, where this is from, like South Korea, manhwa, you know, video game is very popular, and especially a lot of these MMORPGs are very huge in Korea. I mean, not World of Warcraft now then, but yeah, it used to be when it was new, right? But of course, yeah, they have many of their own, of course, that's been released over the years, and so I can see why this is quite popular in you know, South Korea. What kind of an issue I will say though, or maybe an issue, but something I feel is very common with manhwas though, in my experience. I don't read much manhwa, but I've seen, you know, basically all the anime based on manhwa, right? And they feel that they usually have this kind of storytelling where the main character is very action-packed, so to speak. Might be the animes are shortening off some stuff, but I really do feel that manhwas are, at least all the manhwas has animes, they're very action into it. And I mean like the action immediately. Like the main character is like, bam, I'm in a dungeon, he's a boss, he's a golem, he's a dragon. They're very much, I'm in this martial art tournament. They're very much like that. Maybe it's just the manhwas that are popular or so on, sure, certainly. But I feel that at least the anime manhwas are all like instantaneously, I'm inside the boss battle. Yeah, they all start at the boss battle basically. They have that feel to them. I don't think anime generally, like, except for shonen anime, I don't think usually all of that, like Naruto or whatever. They're more, they tend to be more like building up the, yeah, Japanese storytelling, I feel is more like, we're building up from the main character's backstory, you know. Oh, I was kid, and I was bullied, and this thing, something. Where I feel in manhwas, again, then, I haven't seen too many manhwas still. In all the manhwas I've seen, basically it's like, oh, I'm already in the boss fight, right? And then eventually we learn about the main character, yeah. And this episode here, like, he's in the boss fight, and now we're gonna flashback how we got to the boss fight, where in Japanese manga it's more like, we start outside the boss fight, I mean, we walk to the boss fight, yeah. This feel to do it a lot. I don't know, what do you guys think, but I feel it's quite common. Anyway, that's the video, guys. Yeah, this video is over twice the length now of the actual episode. I mean, I had no idea. Yeah, but honestly, very disappointing that it was 8 minutes, right? I mean, what can I say? We can't dwell on it too much, but I was just very surprised by it. I didn't know it at all. And I mean, honestly, come on, I'm sorry to keep saying it. I'm not gonna record it. I mean, this didn't really progress enough. No, it was too little. I mean, if this wasn't because this anime is so hyped up, I don't think I actually maybe would I watch episode 2 if I wasn't hyped up. Honestly, I don't know, because it's like it just didn't go anywhere, you know. Like I didn't feel like we got enough actually to really be able to tell too much about it in a sense. Whatever, I digress. Anyway, guys, so please subscribe and see you guys next week then with more of this anime. But now at least I know that it's gonna be a little different next week. But anyway, so you guys have a great day.